So let's just say I really needed something to pull me back in because season two kind of, I needed something to pull me back in, and I got it. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for season 3, episode 1 of Empire. Like I said, I needed something to pull me back in. And when I tell you, Lee Daniels, you delivered. The first 7 minutes of the program gave me everything that I needed and everything that I've been missing in season 2. We're sitting there and they're showing us Hakeem leaving and them running behind him saying, Hakeem, he's all upset. And he jumps in the car and he leaves. And then they got the old nutball granny. She's coming out and Lucius is telling Jamal, take my mother home. He's like, all right, I got grandma. She's cool. I'm going to take her. Cookie's already left. And we're all thinking, well, wait a minute. So there's all them. Where's Andre, Boo Boo Kitty, and Rhonda? Because Rhonda and Anika are up on the balcony struggling back and forth. And the last thing we hear is, the scream. Well, baby, just as Jamal is going toward the car to put grandma in the car, bam! Rhonda was who actually fell off of the roof or off the balcony and hit the car. Baby, it gave me everything that I needed because I cannot stand when someone is writing something and they're not willing to turn loose one of the characters and one of the key characters, because it was shocking. I knew it was something that I would have done. It was something I would have done, but I did not expect it. I was honestly expecting it to be a dream sequence or something real corny and very Hollywood is what I was expecting. So kudos to you for killing off one of your key characters and getting me back engaged, which we don't have to completely lose her because we did. Rhonda still got a job, baby. She still has a job because she hit that car, and baby, of course Andre's ass is going to come unglued. Baby, she hits the car, boom, everybody's on the floor, they're all fucked up behind it. Up on the balcony, baby, is where the real party's getting started. Andre's like, what did you do? What did you do? And Anika, she's over there, trying to catch her breath because Wanda was choking the shit out of her. Trying to catch her breath. And baby, the husband took up right where the wife left off and snatched her and choked her motherfucking ass. He got to choking her and then choked her so much and so fiercely till her fucking water broke. I said, you had better choke her. Choking her. She's like, she attacked me, this, that, that. Choked her till her fucking water broke. I was so here for it. Now we're going back Hollywood because as crazy as we all know Andre is, and the fact that he snapped to the point that he was choking Anika in real life, he wouldn't have stopped choking her because her motherfucking water broke. And then he picked her up and ran her off to the hospital. No, sir. That would not have happened. Definitely not if I was writing. There'd have been a double motherfucking homicide. But to save my story, it's Empire. So he picks her up and he runs her off, and that's where we start. That 7 minutes was the best part of the whole situation for me. It just gave me my life. So that's that. Is what it is. So, okay, let's go to the hospital. They're trying to get Hakeem. Hakeem, they can't get him on the phone because he done took his ass over to Tiana's house. Just go in there. I mean, he really is so self-absorbed. It's your wedding day. You done slighted me. You just walk in and just start dropping your pants and I'm supposed to just jump on your dick, I guess. She was like, no, he all drunked up. He ended up passing out and whatnot. So they couldn't get him. They're all at the hospital. Anika's up there having the baby. Right before all of that, the situation happened, you know, Lucius had got all, he's running around, he's looking, he's like, any of these people could be the feds, this, that, and the other. He's so absorbed and paranoid about this fed situation. And he ends up going into the delivery room, leaning down in Nika's ear, telling her what her story's going to be when the feds actually talk to her. You know, Lucius. Like, yeah, damn what you're going through. So they go through all that. And then another bam. She has the baby. And they're like, oh, they're so happy. It's a girl. He leaned over her ear and said, you fucking lied to me. And she stood up there looking suspect. I said, child. So, girl, you ain't safe still, honey. Ain't safe. So that was a whole big mess. Then we got the mess of here, Lucius. You know, Lucius is always going to do whatever he needs to do to get at Hakeem. Lucius signed the birth certificate. And it was just a mess. He signed the birth certificate as the father. Of course, he's married to Anika now. Just literally wrote Hakeem out of the whole thing. So now they're at it with that. This is literally like the next day they are having this meeting. Lucius is mad because Andre's not there. Okay? Andre's not there, so he's fussing about him. Cookie's like, let him grieve. His damn wife just died yesterday. They end up telling both of them, Cookie and Lucius, tell Hakeem, you need to get your shit together. And Lucius really went there and dug the knife and I'm not going to give you your daughter back until you get your shit together and get your shit in order. And then Cookie just like goes on top of it and says, you know, if you don't get your shit together, you're going to lose your mother's respect. I'm like, all these motherfuckers is crazy. It is what it is. Hakeem, you do what you want to do. You are the baby's legal father. But if you do like I know, you just turn around and walk away and tell them fuck them all because it was all ill-gotten gain. Fuck Anika, fuck her baby, fuck Lucius, and fuck Cookie with that bullshit. Walk. You can go make, you're young and you got a hot dick. Go make another baby and fuck it. They wouldn't work me behind no motherfucking baby that I don't know. But you know, that's people. Child, so they went through all that. He went on about his way. Next thing we got, we're looking at Jamal. Andre basically was staying over at Jamal's. So they were confident about Andre being okay because he's been staying with Jamal. But no, he's kind of coming unglued. But anyway. So Jamal, we got to watch Jamal now because Jamal, they keep showing us Jamal in these pills. So I'm thinking somewhere down the line, Jamal's going to be addicted to these pills. So y'all just keep on watching that. But he's taking these painkillers and everything. And they're trying to rush him back to getting on stage. And all of this kind of carrying on. Moving on. Hakeem ends up in the studio. He's in the studio with his little producer. And they're doing some stuff. Shine ends up busting into the studio. Talking shit to Hakeem, interrupted his session. I mean, he's just doing too much, just doing all of this. He has this niece of his with him, and he comes in there. First, he goes and snatches Hakeem's producer all up off of the boards and slams him and like bangs him all up and puts him on a thing. He goes and tweaks some stuff. Going to say, you got some bullshit, you know, that you're doing, and I can help you do some better shit, this, that, and the other. So there's a ruckus. By this time, Lucius and his goons that came in, and it's about to be an issue. But for whatever reason, this Shine, he done turned out the wedding. Now he's in there turning this out, and they're letting him do it again. Lucius telling him, you need to get on out of here, this, that, and the other. He giving him ultimatums and telling him about how he going to sick Tariq on him and tell things to Tariq, threatening him with Tariq. And Lucius is like backing up because he obviously has some things on him. And then he ends up, and Lucius, you know, he talks shit to him and let him know that, you know, I didn't dog you. I didn't do you wrong. Life left you. You know, You just aren't good enough. And that's why you hadn't made it, because you're not good enough. Shit. So he took and grabbed the producer guy back up and yanked him and put him back up on the boards and takes some computer or whatever and beats that motherfucker's hands and tell him, no, that motherfucker's mediocre. And I'm like, what kind of shit? A mess. And nobody stopped him. Like, nobody stopped him. I'm like, okay, all right, whatever, y'all. So that was that whole thing. Next thing you know, there's been a deal made. Shine that come in. He gonna work with little boy with the big shoes. They're working together. Then he got this whole thing. Shine done kind of manhandled Lucius into his niece. He wants to get a record deal for the niece, and Lucius is doing this whole thing now with streaming music, kind of like mirroring the title thing that's really going on now. And he wants the niece to be a part of that. So there's a performance that Jamal's supposed to do. He want her to sing with Jamal. He done forced his way in with that. Lucius is like, fine. But then Lucius tells his people, fuck that motherfucker. They don't even know. Her motherfucking mic won't even be on. So fuck him and fuck her. Give him some of that. So I was like, all right. So they went through all that. Then goddamn little boy with the big shoes makes a play for the little girl, little brown skinned girl that's Shaz's niece. And he's like, stay away from her. You get out of her. Don't talk to her. Don't say nothing to her. And the girl's all like, I'm not no thought. I know he likes thoughts, and I'm not no thought, or whatever. I said, yeah, okay, girl. We'll be watching you too, honey. So all that goes on. Next thing we see the sisters. All the sisters is together. Then Cookie and her two girls. They're sitting there talking, and they keep bringing up Tyreek, and they're talking about Tyreek and everything. And then Cookie's like, you know what? I don't know why y'all keep on bringing up Tyreek. Y'all know I ain't trying to fill that whole Tyreek shit. I'm standing behind Lucius. And they're basically trying to talk her out of standing behind Lucius and giving Lucius up to Tyreek. And she was like, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do for y'all. You bitches get out my house. She's in the midst of putting these whores out. Tyreek's outside the door. Tyreek makes some old comments to Cookie about getting to Boo Boo Kitty before Lucius, this, that, thing, and the other, and getting her to testify. Now we got Lucius and Cookie running through town. They got to try to sidetrack it. They got to get to Boo Boo Kitty first. Well, we see Boo Boo Kitty getting released from the hospital. And the nurse made a comment. Oh, you got to see this. When they got this, oh, she's already been released. You got to see this beautiful teddy bear that her uncle brought for that baby. Oh, it was so beautiful. And I don't think a lot of people even really clocked that. But I clocked it. That ain't nothing but some symbolism. I said, okay, what's the big deal with the teddy bear? So nobody says nothing more about it. We go on. And never said which uncle. Never said which uncle, which was strange because, they're famous. So generally you would be saying Jamal or the little boy with the big shoes. And maybe you may not, I think maybe Andre, you wouldn't be saying anything about Andre because he's nobody as far as in the public eye. But I wouldn't even think that Andre even been at the hospital because Andre's so fucked up behind everything. But whatever. So we won't hold that. Just hold the teddy bear shit for now. So what ends up happening is Lucius and Cookie finally find her. They sidetrack her from getting to her own apartment, moves her into Lucius's house. First thing she encounters when she gets to Lucius's house is Juanita. So, Juanita, who's actually definitely going to be the one raising the baby, is Juanita. And she's, can I hold the baby, Mr. Nika, this, that, the other? She's like, of course, Juanita. This. Everybody loves Juanita. Child shit, I love Juanita. But anyway, so she's like, okay, let me show you the nursery, Mr. Nika. You're going to love it. So they're on their way to the nursery, but they stop through the kitchen. Baby, they run into Psycho Granny, honey, in the kitchen. That bitch had this knife. I said, y'all better get her, honey. She got this knife and give it to Nika. What are you doing here? And then she's giving, what is she doing here, honey? And she's giving, you ain't trustworthy, bitch. And I'll be having my good eye on you. I'm like, child, if they don't get butcher board Granny, honey, I said, Lord have mercy. So Nika side-eyed her and said, Juanita, show me to the nursery, child. And they go on. They better watch her, honey. She gonna cut somebody. She's always threatening somebody with a goddamn butcher knife in her hand. Like, I just don't, child, they better get her somewhere. They better get her somewhere. Anyway, so then we actually see this thing where Cookie goes down, and Cookie, it was Jamal rehearsing with with Shine's niece, and they were sounding real nice and everything. And Cookie tells him, "You need not be trying to do that song. You try to get into it with your father. Your father's not going to approve that song. He's not going to like it. And right now is not what he needs. Y'all don't need to be going at it because it played back to the whole thing with Frida and all of that and freedom and all this shit and Frida. You can kind of hear Frida in the song, whatever. So Jamal's dead set like fuck Lucius anyway. So all that's going on. Now the thing in that scene that really worked me, y'all know I love Cookie, but I don't know what the fuck them shoes was she had on. They were horrible. They were like fuzzy slippers, but they were high heels. They were so and then leopard print. They were so fucking ugly. I said, okay, girl, what's going on? Those were horrible. But anyway, so I'm walking through all of this, and we're looking at Cookie, and I'm watching her. Her fucking heart is breaking. She's doing the things she needs to do, but she's fucked up behind this bullshit with Anika and that motherfucking Lucius. So now we got Tyreek is out there, and Tyreek is like staking outside of Lucius's house to the point where Lucius ends up trying to send him some Scrapple, some old ass Scrapple. He like, I don't want that. He come out and invites him. Why don't you come to dinner tomorrow night? You doing all this and doing all that. We all family. Fuck all this shit. Come on in for dinner. So he's like, all right, I'm going to come for dinner. Baby, that dinner was a mess. He came in for the dinner. Baby, when I tell you, first of all, he was sitting there being real trifling. He sits through the whole dinner sitting there eating asparagus with his hands and talking shit, doing a round table. Like literally just going around the table, telling everybody why they should fucking hate Lucius. And the grandmother, this bitch, said, Tyreek came to see me all the time in the hospital. I said, if you don't shut up, you old bitch. Shut up. She was saying some shit earlier, because, she's the bad element. They need to get her the fuck out of there. Because, we thought she was going to turn state's evidence last season. They need to get her the fuck on out of there. She'll say, we paying for the sins from the past of this family. And Cookie told her, shut up, old lady. Shut your goddamn mouth. I said, Lord, she's a mess. But she's sitting over there with her Judas ass spirit. And he ends up going around the table telling Andre, you ain't shit, you ain't talented, and you got this, your dad taught you how to be one of his goons, and you got this Ivy League goddamn education that you ain't using. It's just ridiculous. Told little boy with the big shoes, your motherfucking dad that married your motherfucking baby's mama. How you feel about that shit, just going right down. He gets to Jamal. Jamal was like, well, let me help you. Because you can't read me fucking. Yeah, he threw me in the garbage. He don't like the fact that I'm gay. Didn't even try to get me with that ASA award, all that bullshit. And I don't give a fuck. He's my dad and I love him, bitch, and fuck you. So I was like, yes, Jamal, bitch. So then he goes on, and where he fucked up, he made his motherfucking, his way he said to Anika, some shit, you and this fake ass wedding, and I will prove it's fake. This marriage ain't fake, ain't real. That bitch, she gonna play it. She got on up and slinked her ass on over there by Lucius and leaned on down, baby, and went to kiss him and tell him, no, it's very much real, and reached for the meat, honey. And Lucius grabbed her hand and stopped, and she was just being a bitch. She was really trying it, honey. She was trying it, and you can see Cookie, honey. Cookie was about to get real unglued, honey. But Lucius grabbed her hand before she got to that meat, honey. I said, oh, Miss Anika, girl, you really doing too much. Cookie was coming unglued. Hakeem was coming unglued. I said, oh, shit. Then he finally makes his way around the Cookie. How you feel sitting up at your table that ain't really your table, playing second rate to this mulatto bitch down the I said, oh, shit. So I was like, oh, damn, Cookie's going to be done. I thought she was going to snap out. She didn't. She didn't get the chance. Honey, them motherfucking sons, jumped up and said, "Who the fuck are you talking to, child?" It was about a rap. And Andre's eyes was dancing. I said, "You gonna get fucked up. You about to be fucked up right during the entree." But Cookie was like, "No, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. I got this. See, I know you didn't have no life, and you ain't shit, and you didn't turn out to be shit, and you don't have shit, and you don't live like this, and I know that bothers you. Lucius didn't have much of a life and much of a family, but we built this shit here, and we lives it the fuck up, and you're mad. You're mad, bitch. You're mad. You all swolled up down to you're real pressed about it. But we are family, and we're good with everything. And now we're done with you because we got work to do. We got a concert to throw and things to do. We ain't got time for you. Would you like a to-go plate, bitch?" I said, "Cookie!" Yes, bitch! Ass said right on out. Would you like some more of that asparagus to go? You can eat with your fingers in your car, bitch, because you're getting out of here. I lived. I said, "Yes, indeed, Cookie." So they did all that. And it was funny because earlier in the program, Baby and what is his name? French Montana. So here we go with the guest stars. They came in and Lucius had tried to talk them into coming to him and dealing with him with the whole streaming thing. And they tried to talk shit. And he was telling them, "You're going to be bad when I be down Times Square and everything be Lucius, Lucius, Lucius and Empire." They talk shit. Sure enough, by the end of the episode, it had blew up just like he said, Lucius fashion. But anyway, so they go on and they're doing the little launch and everybody's there and all this and they get on stage. Jamal's going to do the song. Now Jamal having flashbacks from the last time he was in a crowd of people. And he starts to hyperventilate and carrying on and the music's just playing. Little boy with the big shoes ends up snatching Jamal off, takes him off stage. They're trying to get him because he's about to have an anxiety attack. So they're dealing with all that, and at the same time, honey, old Shine's niece come on back from the mic that ain't really working, come up to the front and stole the whole spotlight. But she just went to singing the song, sang the shit out of it. The song that Jamal was supposed to be singing. Now Lucius is pissed off, threatening Jamal, telling Jamal, you done fucked this up, this, that, and the other. Now that bitch is the face of my motherfucking streaming service, service, and this, that, and the other. They're like, "Child, shut the fuck up and get on with your bullshit." And he telling Jamal, "You know what? Watch yourself. You better watch yourself." I said, he loves to threaten people. Shut up, Lucius. Fucker. Anyway, so he was all mad. Last thing we seen is him standing up there in the nursery, talking to the baby. He rocking the baby and basically, tell I did all of this stuff for you and this, that, and the other. We're going to show him how dark hell can get, blah, 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 blah. And they're talking. And then we see that there's a wire in the house. Bam, the teddy bear. Here's the teddy bear. And then it's in the nursery. How did the teddy bear get in the nursery? The uncle that she was talking about that gave the teddy bear, it was a real pretty brown teddy bear. It was Tyreek. Gave the teddy bear to Anika. And it actually has a wire in it. And so Tyreek is literally watching. He's out in his car watching stupid ass Lucius babbling on. So there's going to be something. He'll end up getting something on tape or something. But this is the direction that we're going. So we're back to the old Empire. We're back to can't wait till Wednesday is where we're at. So that's that. I know, y'all, 23 minutes, but it is what it is. It was some good shit. So that's it, and I'll see y'all next week. All right, guys. Bye.